What mods did I load for this one? I don't think I included secret weapon. Oh, no, I did. But that is all progenitor stuff, but still. Wait, what's the difference? There is no difference. Okay. That's an AI-driven one. Okay. So it would be green 4 versus op 4. And the AO would be about that. So yeah, I'm gonna probably spend 45 minutes on this, just do a little quick stream. I'm kind of looking ahead because, you know, I plan on doing some multi-community operations like once a month. So this one wouldn't be till April. The reason I'm working on it now is because I've actually got a lot of my stuff front logged right now, and I'm just trying to continue my front log. I originally wanted this to be like a D-Day style operation, but I looked at all the maps we have for D-Day style, and I wasn't really fond of them. I was looking for something with more like steep cliffs, and the only places we have those on one of the maps is like on the edge, and that would just be easily circumvented because players are players. So instead, I dug through some history books and settled... Let me actually get that fucking date going. Okay, I already did, yeah. August 7th was a Friday. Neat. 1942 for Henderson Airfield. Basically, in the whole scheme of the map, which is a lot bigger for the Solomon Islands, U.S. fleet came in, did a naval invasion. The naval invasion was actually a lot further east over here, and they went around, but I'm going to have it be on top of the actual airfield. Just so that we can make it quicker. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do for something like this, but there will have to be some environment hiding because by then this airfield was incomplete, so it wouldn't make sense to have all these plane racks. Arma 4 rant? I'm not gonna do my Arma 4 rant. It's not even a rant. I mean, it's just a matter of it's gonna take its time because of all the things that have happened already. Things that have made devs leave, for example. Such as Tencent or what happened with DayZ. I mean, that's just how it is, you know? So there's nothing to really rant about. It's just c'est la vie. Alright, so let's get all these textures hidden. And then anything that's like US, I can hide. The tents I don't mind, even though these are technically the US tent models. It's A-okay. Nah, I mean, right now, the one thing I do want, that I would rant about is everyone asking me to look at the fucking HAL AI mod, and I'm like, but you don't know what that is. I should get... I'm used to it by now, though. I mean, people did that with me, and so, like, when Soviet would do something, now people are doing it to me when Remy does something. I'm a little more annoyed about people that come into my community and are asking for help with, like, configuring it, and I gave a little rant in the help desk there about that, because that's really rude of some people. But, like, goddamn. Did you really put this fucking thing, like, on top of the fucking sync texture? No. No, where's the fucking sync texture? So I'm looking for the actual, like, where the module, like, the actual unit is of this thing. Is it further back? No. I mean, it's clearly in the same area. Because, again, if you hide these boxes, for example, you're looking for that center point where the boxes are tied to. There we go. Why is it taking longer to make Arma 4 than Arma 3? Because they are doing a new engine. The Infusion engine, which is what DayZ's on. And then they're also doing Arma 3 Reforger, which is on the new engine as well. But they had a bunch of devs leave from the DayZ project because of how that was handled. And, oh god, see, we're talking about Arma 4 again. God damn it. They left because of how things were handled, as well as more devs left because Tencent bought a minority stake in Bohemia, and some of the devs feared that more is to come. Oh, I'm not. I just want to build my fucking... I want to build my ops, man. That's all I've ever wanted. Like, just let me build my ops. Alright, where else are there aircraft pieces here? I think that's going to be it. But the op, it's going to... I don't know the timing yet. I want to try to make it a 4 or 5 hour thing. It's going to be a landing, then you take the airfield, then potentially deal with some counterattacks. Maybe I'll have them secure some other locations as well, but I'll be expanding this border as is. I just know there will eventually become a point where I want to stop any pre-building, because by then it's going to be too much AI. Even with dynamic simulation on the AI, I just have to make sure I wouldn't fly over those areas in the beginning to prompt them off of dynamic AI, but that's A-okay. It would just be beach landing, going inland, throw a few squads at them as they advance, but this would be like a fucking 80-man thing, so I'd have to space out this landing. But that's actually not that hard to do, because what's nice about this beach is it has a lot of, like, pre-spawn machine gun bunker areas. And then, you know, you got the Japanese marking for the ammo. That doesn't sound good? Oh, of course it doesn't sound good, but, you know, we're just gamers. It doesn't really matter to corporations what we think. Similar to, you know, when people defend billionaires, the billionaires don't give a damn about you, but, you know, people still defend them because it's like white knighting. They're hoping the princess will give them the goods after. Oh, people are so fucking naive. Now, I do want to build units first. Let's see. Let me go into Green 4 here. Where's Big E? Come on, Big E. Please tell me I have Big E. Zab, I know you made Big E. Come on. Where's Big E? No, it's Boat. Okay. Big E might be in the other mod. Nope. Ha! Yes! Yes! Big E! Woo! It just says giant work in progress on it, but I can make it work. It's not that hard. The one thing that will need to be tested, though, is taking off P39s off of it, which you're not supposed to use, but that's because the F4Us aren't a thing in this mod, so we have to use P39s for Cactus Squad. To most of you, that makes absolutely no sense. So what I'll say is go look up the Cactus Squad in World War II. Big E is the name of the USS Enterprise that people would call it. I did literally 3 hours of research last night on all this shit, because I was trying to find what fucking planes I could use for this 1942-based operation. I can't use F6Fs. I can't use F4Us. F6Fs are Hellcats, and F4Us are Corsairs. Those both came out later in 1942 in terms of service, so the only thing that we had were Wildcats, but there's no Wildcat model, so instead I'm using Cactus Squad, which are P-39s that were used to defend Henderson Airfield. And it kind of doesn't make sense that they're, like, being used on carriers, but again, I have to find a way to do it. Like, you know, otherwise the players just won't get air support. And then I've got to also think about how I want to do reinserts, because do I have 47s? Or did they take the 47s out? No, I do have 47s. The one issue is I will have to move these 47s to some sort of land-based position, which actually might be better, because that carrier is a placeholder. So what I'll end up having to do is build, like, some scripted base, like, way up there, and then just have it be a bunch of concrete as the quote-unquote land base. Even though technically the Florida Island's up there, but it's just for the sake of the scenario. Because what I'd want to do is for reinserts, we can use C-47 Skytrains to just insert them, and they can coordinate with the ground JTAC. The one issue that'll happen, though, is radios. So what I'm really debating is doing Blue Force tracking within 3CB. No, Jesus, no. ACE. I was thinking CTAB, but no. Within ACE, just to make it easier for groups to coordinate with each other. And I'll probably turn that on for the Vietnam multi-operation that's coming on the 6th of March. That way, players can at least coordinate. The air knows where, like, the vicinity of units to fly is, and they can still coordinate with the C-47 Skytrain reinserts to get people in. The reason we're not using CTAB is because A, it's modernized, and B, there's always like 5 to 10% of the player base when we use CTAB will crash because CTAB just causes a game crash. And I don't want that to happen during, an 80-person operation because that's already going to be tough enough. So, yeah. Again, stuff I look up. Well, yes, I know the F6F and the F4U were in development at the time. Like, they already did test runs and everything, but they weren't standard issue yet. So it wouldn't make sense to give the Enterprise them because they didn't introduce service yet fully until later within 1942. So I don't want to use them because then we'll have people like Tootie come in and yell at me. I mean, hell, let me look it up again. This is, again, August. Maybe I missed something, because now I feel like I'm missing something. Grumman F6F Hellcat introduced service. First flight was June 1942 on the 26th, which is before August, but introduction 1943. Can't use it, because this is an August 1942 op. And then F4U Corsair. The VOD, whatever you want to call it. First flight, 29th of May, 1940, but it was introduced into service. 28th of December, 1942, which is like 5 months away, so again, can't use it. There's the F4F, the Hellcat, or excuse me, the Wildcat, which would have been the standard plane for this type of operation, but I have no Wildcat. I have no F4F. There, I only have the F4U. Now, the F4F, there is actually a model within that SAB made for the plane, and we actually do have it within TSB under our local mod, and I could have someone finish it, but that would mean we'd have to have 80 people download a localized mod, and we already have enough people getting, like, we already have enough trouble getting, like, 30 to 40 people to do it within TSB for modern, main, whatever we want to call it, IFA or 40K operations, so asking a lot of people from other communities to do it is just going to be a gigantic pain in the ass, so instead, I look for other options. Welcome to mission development. It is a gigantic pain in the fucking ass. Now imagine if we were one of the communities that also forgoed Zeusing and instead utilized AI mods and scripted triggers and all this other bullshit to do what the Zeus would normally do, and then the Zeus just watches. That would add an extra fucking, like, 8 hours to the development of every single fucking operation. Admiral, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Naval Legends, again, SAB does have a model for it, but it is a very simplified model. So I can't use it, because it doesn't even have guns. What about just using Dauntlesses? So the one issue with the Dauntless is the ammo is very limited. And again, I still have to figure out how I would do reinserts. So I could do Dauntlesses off of the Big E, sure, but wouldn't it be better to just have a ground-based area like way off north that I could have P-39s and C-47 Skytrains on?
Let's give him a warm
That would make it a lot easier, you know? If I had one place air would go instead of two. Just to simplify things. And there's a really cool trick I learned from the 5th mission to help me build insert points off of the side of the map via syncing the insert point to a vehicle. That way people spawn in the vehicle and not in the ocean when they go off the map, so that'll actually let me build a far-off base, which is very nice.
Liru, I want my goat back.
Hey, Mr. Rat. 10 Bucky Sucky Sucky. Fuck. I love it. Nah, my days of doing that are over, wink. Unless I get very desperate, in which case I hope I never get very desperate. Wait. No, that's RAF. No, 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 no. We want USA. 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 Okay. Again, you want to make sure you get every little fucking detail right, otherwise the history buffs will tear you to shreds. It's like when you go on Reddit and criticize Elon Musk, but you make a spelling mistake. They will just rip your ass to shreds, okay? Yes, I have a 38. Don't worry. Don't worry. We have a naval version of the 38. I mean, I could also use those too, but again, Cactus Squad. Wait, what? I was thinking of a different model. Yeah, the 39s. 38s, again, I could use those too. Here's the one thing. Let me do you a side-by-side here. Let's actually look, because you do bring up an interesting point here. So I would use the D model. But let's look at the 38 real quick. I'd have to check its ammo type, because I know the 39 has a really good amount of ammo, but let me check its pylons, because I want these to act as fighter bombers. And, okay. Now, the issue would then become, were P-38s used in the Battle of Guadalcanal? Because the only evidence I found was carrier-based fighter craft used in the Battle of Guadalcanal. And this is not a carrier-based plane. Cactus used P-38s historically? Wait. Did I get it wrong? Was it P-38s or P-39s? Hold on. I might have made an oopsie. But again, this is why I do research and then stream it, and then you guys correct me, because again, history buffs. I'm looking at it right now. Where the fuck did I see P? Okay, 38. $39. Yeah, so they used P-39s according to this. And P-400s in August. Wait, so which one is the 39? That's the 39. That's the 38. Wait, am I just confusing myself now? Do I have a P-400? No, I do not. Yeah, no, it's... Brig... excuse me, Big Bob, if you could shoot me a link of where you're getting that info, I'll look into it. A P-39 with a 20mm cannon? I might actually have that because I know the 39 also has... I'm pretty sure one of the P-39s in here has the 20mm cannon.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
I'd have to look into it. Alright, Alright, I'm just gonna fucking hit the play button on this and just have a look at some of the weaponry here. Mr. Rat, thanks for the 4-month resub and that $10 spot. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a kick out of this operation, man.
So, let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
I mean, if you guys find evidence of aircraft that were utilized and send me links to it, then I will look into it. Because all we're doing is just making the content better, making the experience for the player base better, and that's one of the joys of doing this. Okay, that is an issue. If I can't find... yeah, that... Actually, I'm not even technically allowed to stream something like that on Twitch, but fuck it. I would need Japanese kill counts, because that takes... Again, history buffs would murk me, so right there, that makes me not want to use that. Because that's the wrong front. So, P-38 out. I'm sorry. Okay. I've got a bomb. I've got the M4 gun. So I assume that's the big caliber. I've got those, and I got a single bomb. Sorry that it murks my ears, but I assume this is going to have the same weaponry. M4, 1001 bomb. All right, yeah, so it's the 37mm, so I could do that. And you're right, I could have someone, like, I could re-script the textures of those, but then again, like, okay, you know, we'll just look at what's in the damn thing. 4 times 200 on an M1 cannon, and then there's 3 pods on each. So, perhaps, but... Again, if you can find me some fucking links that tell me about this, you're not going to be able to post them, but if you DM'd me on Discord and then message in here that you sent them to me, I will look into it. If you can find me a link about the P-38 being used in August of 1942 to indicate it could have been used in the battle of the first battle of the Guadalcanal, which I think was something that was named something else, I will look into it and I will potentially use it, because that one does have more ammo than that. So... you know, thumbs up. But until then, I'm gonna use the P-39s. Because you gotta find evidence, otherwise the history buffs will rip you to shreds. See, that's why when people comment on my Stargate ops about, oh my gosh, wait, they didn't use this type of gun or that type of gun, I have links, and I post the links, and I say, bro, do your own fucking research. Because actually, you're wrong. Alright, let me make sure I've got the front of this boat, because I feel like this texture does do a reverse 180. Then again, it doesn't really matter. So what I'm gonna do to this boat is flip it around. Not flip it around, I already did that. Where's the feature? Special state, simple object. And then lock it just in case people figure out how to get in it, because that'll get them trapped. I did this to a World War I op a while ago, where I basically just turned this into a texture. I put concrete under the flooring, and then I like walled off these sections, just so they would, you know, go off the side on the actual transport ships and then go in. So let me look into some decent LCVP models here. This is the one for the Marine Corps, 250 cals. Actually, those might be 30 cal. Either way, 2 big guns for support. I like it. And then I could have them all stage on one ship, or I could do 2 ships. But this now goes on the debate of, do I want to have 1 or 2 platoons? I think I'm gonna see how Vietnam works, but I think honestly this mission would be better off of a single platoon. Yeah, I lift. I haven't lifted in a while though, but I could get up to 210. But that was like 2 years ago. I started just doing a lot of fat burning to keep my weight down, so. But yeah, I would probably only be able to do like 150 or 160 because again, I haven't done it in a long time. No, but I used to ever since 6th grade, like I would go to the gym 3 times a week. Yeah. That's just how I would do things. It's good for maximizing your pump. I haven't been a gym rat in a while. It's been too long. All right. I'm a little chubby boy now, okay, with experience in culinary arts. And then COVID took that all away. But yeah, no, I remember in college, people wouldn't believe how strong I was, and then we'd get into an arm wrestle, and then they'd realize, and I would just kind of smile. Because to everyone else, I just look like the normal fat chubby boy, but I assure you there's stuff under this fat. Fucking... I'm a weird person, good God. Pandemic chub. Ripley Rooscrota. Great. I'm getting fucking distracted now. Let's see. I want to make 9-person rifleman kits, and I need to also look at the radio range. Would this be USMC early or late? No, it would be standard by then, because early would indicate like the 30s and above on early and Japanese aggression. So this would be the normal one, and we can do landing forces because they are indeed landing. Oh, I could give 30 cals. All right, and then do I want to do the RTO system again? Yes, I do. But they're giving Garans, right? They're not giving those Springfields? Cool. Good. All right. And then we could do Grenadiers as well. Marksman would be at the platoon level. That should be good. By the way, what battle is this again? First Battle of Guadalcanal, August 7th, 1942. It might be called something else. I could also do a flamethrower unit. You're absolutely right. Oh God, Barb got his maid outfit. And I might be repeating myself right now, but in 4 minutes on the YouTube channel, there will be an SCP op being released. It's an on-the-ground version. But later today, we're doing a Vietnam op at 3, and then an SCP op I'll be Zeusing for SCP-610 related shit at 6:30. Or no, 5:30. I think 5:30. No, bars are World War II. I'm just ranting on shit. All right, let me, how do I want to do those? All right, I don't see symbols, so I need to redo this with symbols. Where's AAF? Men. I need that. I'm going to need one of these, but I won't need it for the squad, so I'll put that away over there. I did see Grenadier, but I need that. I need that. And the Japanese did have light tanks, so I will need bazooka guys, so I will need that. Yeah, but let's see, 9-man squads, I could definitely have like a few weapon teams, so it would be 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or should I really just do 10-man squads with 7? That's the struggle. I need to do the 9-man squads because of the amount of people, so... That would be 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 50, 40, 63, 75, 6, 7, 8 squads. So that would mean the 4th and 8th squad are weapon squads, and we could give them things like the flamethrowers and shit. The real question is, do I want to do a Burnham integration? But Burnham on higher player counts would get very laggy. And also cause a few crashes that I've seen in the past. Rifle grenades, yeah, no, I am going to do grenadier stuff, don't worry. But okay, so you're probably wondering, why did I just spawn a bunch of 2035 AAF dudes? Well, if you notice in here, I have a bunch of guys, but there's no symbols. As a Zeus, I really like to be able to tell in the squads who's the medic, who's the auto rifleman, you know, who's the AT guy. That way, if I know they're fighting a tank and I want to RC and shoot somebody, I don't shoot the guy that, you know, has the tank symbol when I go into do the RC, because that would just fuck the squad. It's more of a me thing, more than anything else, so. Let me think. Mortars would be tough to do, but... for fuck's sake. If we wanted 3 pilots and a Zeus, that would be 4 squats. 4 units. 72 plus 4 is 76. Which means the command team would need to be 4 people. So honestly, I don't think I'd even have enough room to do a platoon medic unless I brought it down to 8-man squads. Which honestly, 8 times 8 is 64. That would give me an extra 8 slots to make weapon teams on, so I might have to do 8-man squads. Even though it's not really ideal, it would have to be done this way to get all of the proper weaponry in the AO. Fuck me. But that would give us access to things like a mortar group and other stuff. Okay, so we're gonna make 8-man. Gosh darn it. Alright, squad leader with the Thompson. He would need a medic. So I'm literally just going to... Because I don't even see a medic thing right here. So what I'll do is I'll put the appropriate things right there for the sake of symbolism. 11:46, I probably want to stream for another hour tops because I want to do some last-minute prep on the server to make sure the ops are A-okay, but we should be fine. Then it would be TLs, and then what can I do? Auto rifleman, duh. Do I want to put a bazooka in every squad, or would I rather have them be like a grenadier? That would mean I'd have to make tanks really, really rare, but I think that would be okay for certain situations. Yeah, instead we'd use AT grenades. So it would be like machine gunner, grenadier, and then some assistants. And then we'd also need to do RTO. Or I could bundle that with a squad. But honestly, I think RTOs would be better just to give an extra roll. Okay, let's get started. And now we're gonna look at items here and see what would be good and what wouldn't be good. So, standard Thompson. Delete everything in here. In all honesty, because they have all the same gear, what I should do instead is make a debug unit. What does that mean? Well, it's really simple. I put that guy away. I right-click on this dude. And I get rid of all of his guns, and I give him a base kit of stuff. So, like, all of his medical, an entrenching tool, stuff like that. So we'll do a 10, 1, 1, 2, earplug, E-tool. This is going to be a pure day op, so that's A-okay. Signal whistles I really want to do, but people do report that they get glitched sometimes, and then all they hear is the signal whistle. So I'm not going to do those, even though I really want to. Yeah, we're going to definitely have to do backpacks. And then we can put, like, base gear in here, so... which one's smaller? Yeah, okay, we'll do the Faces of War, 2 Mark II hand grenades per person. And then... these smoke grenades are massive, so I'm just going to use vanilla M83s instead for concealment. Because an M83 is practically an M18, but I'll give colored smoke to, like, squad leaders and stuff, so again, they can call airstrikes. Or I might just give them to the RTOs instead. That would make more sense. Yeah. Excuse me. And then, you know what? I can just give 12 bandages. Excuse me. Jesus. Or do I want to be a dick and turn splints on? Nah. We'll keep it simple. And then make sure all of this is okay. No radios. We can do compasses, watches, maps. And then American patches. And then any face wear would be overridden, so it's not too bad. Yeah, no, we'll do American patches. A little extra PID for them. And then not everyone's going to get a handgun, so that won't really matter. So what we then do is just right-click, then add that, and then I'll add his guns manually. So he had a Thompson, for example, and some sort of handgun, so 1911.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
We're going to do the older one. Give him 3 handgun mags, and then load him up with this. And then, yeah, as a squad leader, I won't give him the colored smokes, because the magazines for the Thompson are really big compared to others, so... give him 2 more, and then fill up on that, and then what might I want to do here? I'm gonna have to do TNT testing. Oh boy, TNT testing. Okay, how many mags does that give him? 14 plus... okay, so 20 mags. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind giving him an over bit of ammo. All right, TNT testing. What's TNT testing, you ask? It's really simple. I need to find an AT grenade that's going to work against the light enemy infantry, the light Japanese tanks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this guy. I'm going to set him as the player unit. I am going to give myself a Game Master slot. And I'm going to give this guy some TNT grenades, and we're going to test to see what works. Actually, better yet, I'm going to make him Japanese dude. Or a Blue 4 guy. It doesn't really matter. Oh, wait, no, I have it open over here. All right, get my little handy-dandy code. I could also just sync it to him, but I'm lazy. I do it this way, because then I can just copy and paste that module later. Well, no, we'll do AT grenades, but then bazookas to everything. Are most people still using modified Ace Medical? I mean, what do you mean by modified? Because as far as I know, every community out there uses Ace Medical, except like a very few niche ones where not like using it is not viable, like the stalker communities out there, the more Russian-sided dudes, or the ones that there's mods even beyond Ace. Again, the Russian communities out there, man, they have some crazy fucking shit. But you're never going to see that because they're also very defensive about that stuff, so shrug. Even so. So all these are literally the same texture, just different things. So, give me
Ready for orders.
an FIA guy. Give me your arsenal, and let's look at AT grenades. Okay, I'm gonna pretend that you had an empty backpack. Alright, now let's look at grenades here. TNT. Mills bombs are UK. That's German, that's Russian. I might have removed the mod that gave me the bigger TNT sticks, which might be an issue. And then we even have the Japanese AT grenade, but no US AT grenades. So, worst comes to worst, I will use gammon bombs as a filler piece. I mean, then again, the US... did the US NO82s? Let me look at that real quick. Yeah, it was British. Alright, well, let's hope the fucking TNT grenades work. Thermite doesn't work against armor. You see communities like the 506 use it against armor, but that's because the Zeuses are told, hey, if it's being used, kill all the infantry in it. Or it's a scripted thing. Next stop is in 3 hours. Alright, let's see if this works. It's a very short-range AT weapon. Sweet.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Will it explode or is it disabled? See, the one fear about this, though... Excellent. Okay, so I can use those as AT grenades, but what's the actual, like, throw range? Just give me a ballpark here. Yeah, that's, So you have to literally get right on top of the tank. Okay. I mean, cool, it works, but doing that against this damn thing, where it has a frontal machine gun, a sideways machine gun, that's gonna be really fucking hard. Oh, well, it's not my problem. Alright, so we have those as AT grenades. Cool. Excellent. Okay, let me also get rid of those extra small, like, wing pieces. We don't need those. And then the Game Master slot, that's, you know, indefinite, so I can throw that over here. But cool, I now know what I have as my AT pieces. Cool beans. Is there anything else I need to add to him? No, I think that standard squad leader thing is a-okay. Oh, right, binoculars. American. Yeah, easy enough. Okay, 2IC would actually be the RTO dude, so... What should I have the RTO guy have? A carbine or a Garand? Honestly, carbine would be smart. And we can use the M1A1 carbine. Actually, was it post 1942? Because I know this was one that was used in Pacific. In service 1942. Okay, fuck, wait, I need to find a month. Okay, in all honesty, though, let me... Yeah, pictures are of wooden stocks here. During World War II, standard U.S. Army infantry was issued 28 M1 carbines. Company headquarters was issued 9 M9 carbines. Weapon platoons were issued 16, and 3 rifle platoons were issued 1 each. Well, that's Army. But, okay, no. The Asia-Pacific theater user soldiers and guerrilla forces in heavy jungle with only occasional enemy contact praised the carbine for its small size, lightweight firepower, so yes, it was used. However, soldiers and Marines engaged in frequent daily firefights, particularly those in the Philippines, found the weapon had insufficient penetration stopping power with bullets, would easily penetrate friend steel helmets, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Okay. So if I'm going to give it, or delivered mid-1942, initially priority given to troops in the European theater of war. So, I mean, mid would be January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. So that's 2 months away from the middle. So I could technically see these being, but they would be rare then because they're finally like top of the line weaponry that were just developed. But this would be like a platoon headquarters weapon as well as a very rare weapon. Like weapons platoons were given these. Okay. So that's actually fine because I can then have Delta Echo, Foxtrot, Hotel, Indigo. Wait. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Yeah, so Delta and Hotel would be carbines. And then the RTOs would be carbines. Yeah, that would work. Yeah, I know, Big Bob. They also still had Springfield in the Marines. But I'm making a decision based off of playability. I've found in the past if you give players a mix of whatchamacallit, bolt action rifles and regular rifles, the people with bolt actions always complain. So it's one of those game decisions where I would, like, you know, because I want everyone to have fun. That's the whole point. Giving some of them bolt actions would be, you know, I know they're going to complain. So I want to do a mix of carbines and regular Garanti. Even though I know the Marines use Springfields, definitely. It's just I found in the past that based off of feedback I get off of Zusov's, people don't enjoy it. Canines were not really a Pacific theater thing. They were a European theater thing, though. Anyway, MG Hovke, thanks for the 9-month resub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I do hope you get a kick out of this one. You swear it was longer. Yeah, no, we're gonna do carbines. Again, it's stretching the historical factor a little bit, but there is evidence to state that they could have been used, but it's definitely not gonna be the A1 models. It's going to be the standard M1 models. Now the trick is, do I want to use Faces of War? No, I'm gonna stick to IFA. Faces of War weaponry will have to be on the enemy, but yeah, you know, it'll be fine. So it's a rate of 5 clicks. Yeah, alright, that's doable. US armband. American binos as well for the RTO, but his kit I do need to give stuff on. Yeah, so what's nice about this, do I also want to give him... do I have a smoke grenade launcher on the handgun level for airstrikes? I have a flare pistol, but can it fire smoke ammo? No, it cannot. Yeah, I don't think I'll have a smoke weapon. Yeah, M79s weren't a thing yet, you know. Yeah, that's a little too futuristic, and I know that those flares are fucking shit. No, we're gonna handle it with throwable smokes. So do I give him a secondary because he's important? Sure, why not? Yeah, 5 magazines, A-okay. Now I am gonna use vanilla smoke grenades because they are a lot lighter than these ones, and you know, I want to have playability be a major factor. I'm actually going to give him blue smoke. Because green contrasting in jungle is going to be hell. Blue would be a better use. And then medics I'll give purple. And you'll bump it up to 10. So they can be a little more liberal with it. And then I'll also give them another handful of 83s. Only important people would have had secondary weapons in World War II. That is correct. So officers, RTO is kind of stretching it. The bar gunner or any machine gunner would also have one, but like standard riflemen, nope, only the rifles. That would be the SOP. Now, if you want to look at something really interesting, find pictures of comparing soldiers from like Revolutionary War up into modern war, and look at like they have layouts of everything that they would bring. So guns, ammo, gear, supplies, like everything a rifleman would have over the past 3 or 4 centuries. It's really interesting. Like just the sheer amount of gear they have nowadays compared to what they had in like World War I or World War II. It's really cool. Medics will probably have a secondary. I could be mean and say medics don't even get a primary, but I'm going to just give them Garans. Actually, fuck, do I give the fucking... No, I'm going to give the carbine to the medic, actually. I'll do medics. We'll do it to... Yeah, that would be... We can... I need to do a quick test. Okay, I'd actually need to... That would get me shot. I wanna test something real quick. Ooh, I'd have to test it, but I could get improved melee scripting in, because they do have a katana model, which means I could do bonsai charges. I'm gonna write that one down. So there's a mod for Arma that gets you, like, melee animations and shit. And that mod is required for the Aftermath mod. I've been looking into Aftermath because it had some major updates over the past few days. So they do have a katana model in there. So I could, and they have melee units. So I could test that. Stabby, stabby, stabby. Stabby, stabby, stabby. Interesting. Oops, excuse me. Alright. Yeah. There's your secondary. It's a fucking bayonet on your rifle. Don't miss. Oh, that's fun. Okay. So let's redo his ammo. And we'll give him some tracer rounds if they need to call shots and whatnot. Well, yeah, Lord. I mean, some people did bring, yeah, they brought their own secondaries at times. Or they could go, like, loot a secondary, because there will be hostile forces with secondaries. Alright, that's RTO, which actually, do I have a fancy symbol for RTOs? Or is that a different mod, like CSA 38? Yeah, that's fine. He can be a standard dude. It doesn't really matter. It's hard. It's not easy. Excuse me. It's not hard to find the guy with the frickin' RTO backpack. Now what? Team leaders would be with Garans. And I will also give them the TNT grenades. They're not going to get handguns, though. I'll give him an extra complement of grenades. And then I can also have them carry extra bar mags. Because this would be TL, Thing, Grenadier, TL, Rifleman, Medic. Perfect. Okay, hold up. Alright, so one will have the spare barrel, the other, and some spare ammo. The other guy will have the spare ammo. So I'll copy and paste him when I get to him. So where's the TL icon? No, I need the MG icon. And then I have a document where I'll write out, you know, what kits have what and stuff. And I can just say first TL has the spare barrel, second TL has additional ammo. Easy enough. Where's my bar? Oh, ho, ho, ho. Yeah, we gotta throw that carry handle on and give it the bipod. Hell yeah. He would get a handgun. Yeah, we'll do that, and then that. Another thing I need to do, though, is this guy will also get binos, because he'll be his primary assistant with the gun, because it's part of his fire team. But no one else is going to get that, get binos in the squad other than those first 3 slots. Alright, now we get to make a Grenadier kit. Rifle adapter. Okay, oh, great. I gotta play which one was the fucking rifle grenade. I'll know it when I see it. Because I've used this before. Oh my gosh, you guys are right. I can give them knives. Oh, that would... Hold on. Yeah, okay, let me find these first. Yep, so frag and heat. And then I'll give him 2 spare. I'll give him 3 spare grenades for a bandolier. I'll need to test him, but here, let me, where are the knives? No! Were they part of a different mod? Oh, fuck. I thought they were IFA. No, they're a different mod then. Damn. Or they might have been ripped by that one dev from IFA that got kicked out and all of his content removed. Which would make sense because that knife model looked a lot like the KA knife model. Oh, that sucks. That's okay, that's why they have bayonets, but still. Let me also give this guy's, yeah. Okay, let me make you playable because I need to test your thingamajigs, and then you turn that off. I would say Arma 3 is worth it. For its current price, just for like contact DLC's campaign's pretty good, but the real fun with Arma 3 is going on like Reddit, find a unit or finding a YouTuber that you like, joining their community and playing their ops. All right, Big Bob, thanks. Let me... Noah also sent me some P38 evidence. All right. I'll review it, but I'll also, it does open up options like rocket strikes, but, you know, we just gotta consider everything. All right, so that is the frag and that is the heat. Cool. One thing I do want to test, though, is can this thing be used against the light tanks? Wait, what? Blue 4 friendly to... Zeus says left your side channel. What? Lamau.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
That disables the gun. Alright, cool. So again, adding the levels of AT that the players have. So that would at least disable the gun. What about a rear hit? Would that, like, oof the engine? Okay, we know it has a minimum debt distance. It just fell. Can I, like, still shoot it? It's... Oh, my God. Fucking... Okay. I wasn't expecting these to have minimum debt distances, but okay, cool. The more we learn. What did that do? Oh, it killed someone. Disabled the hull and did some damage to the turret on the rear. Cool. So my point is, these will actually, like, act as AT. That's a frag. You can actually tell because it has literally a fucking grenade on it. What about a track hit? Is that gonna explode? Alright, you need 3 to kill it. Cool. Ha! Huh. Wait, what? No. Ah! Ah! Cool, 3 to kill. So that means I can have the tanks up here a little more commonly because I'm giving them multiple ways to deal with it. So that's always good. So grenade rifle adapter, cool. Now this guy edits. And then the weapon squads, what I can do is I can have bazookas, and I can also put a flamethrower guy in it for the memes. Even though the flamethrower doesn't really get that much ammo. So he'll have to, like, pick up an enemy gun real quick. Or I can just make the flamethrower team and leave it at that. I can also just make machine gun teams as, like, weapon groups, but I'll have to look later on something like that. But anyway, let's see. Backpack. Or do I let him keep the spare barrel and the 6 additional shots? Honestly, I think I'll just let him keep the fucking spare barrel. No, because, wait, no, I don't want him at binos. So, yeah, we'll do, because, again, one squad putting up that much heat, probably, yeah, not needed. And now we get to a standard fucking rifleman.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Alright, so I'll just, wow. Yeah, he's gonna have a lot of shit in there. Let's, we'll give him a good chunk of stuff to work with, okay? You know, actually, I could also give him extra medical in case the I can't fit anything in the doctor kit, so that's actually also a good idea. Yeah, so the doctor is the guy that's gonna have the fucking carbine. Or I could just give him all... Nah, we're gonna do carbines. M1A1 carbine... We'll give 2 purple smokes, because purple indicates mask has, and now we have all this room to do... Okay. Let's tone that down, and now we can adjust numbers here. Where's the pack? We'll do 6 tourniquets. Usually you don't want to do numbers outside of 4, but it's also because everyone else has 2 on themselves. So that's for minor mask hazes, but even so. Yeah. And then he would be, you know, part of the medical team, so I can actually just use him as a pack mule. Yeah, easy. Alright, so this would be the team of dudes. So this would be squad leader at... 39th Squadron was flying P-38s from Port Moresby starting at June 1942, which would put it in the range of the Guadalcanal. You are absolutely right. All right. You know what? Slight dumb question I'm going to quickly look up. Port Moresby is there. And there's Henderson Airfield on the Solomon Islands. So Port Moresby would be... Well, I'm just scrolling out here. There. So that's direct west. So realistically, if I wanted to put the airbase down, I should put it over here, which is water. Perfect. I need a marker. So I can realistically have the aircraft come from an actual direction they would come, you know? Again, one little extra detail to make the historically buffs fuck. No, oh god, repeat, because I'm a fucking, no, say again. Brain. Aneurysm. Okay. One extra detail to make the historic buffs fuck off, alright? To claim, yes, I tried every little thing. Do I want to do military ranks again like I am? Yeah, fuck it, we'll do it. Oh god, I gotta spell sergeant again. I can't spell, though. Well, I know, we have to make things that are not... Again, we still gotta work within the mod set here, you know? I'm gonna specify the weapon. Alright. So that's your squadron. So things that we need to build is to build a pseudo Port Moresby for the C-47s and all that jazz. Build a landing craft area to breach in on this thing. Build the rest of the kits. Decide what weapon teams I'd want to make out of the player base. And then build the AO all the way up to Henderson Airfield. And that's probably going to take like 90 minutes, and then figure out what I want to do with 2.5 additional hours of time. Probably 30 minutes of counterattacking, and then give them hard points to take. Because, again, in the battle, the Japanese were caught by surprise, but they still had over 1,000 units defending Henderson Airfield. So I'm going to go through at least half of those AI. just because I can. For medic, it would be corpse and automatic. You are absolutely right. Thank you. By the way, I mean, I guess I should reveal this one now. Wink. If it'll load. Load. Okay. Wink. All right, anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here. We'll be back in 2.5 hours for a Vietnam op, which will be a progenitor/test op in-house for Project 17. And then we will have an SCP-610 operation shortly after that, which I'm shooting for like 5:30. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Hopefully I'll see you in a little bit for those operations. But otherwise, cheers, guys. Have a good one, and go operate operationally.